Hello, I'm sorry, I have like very bad hiccups right now, but hello, my name is Love Mail or Elliot, but this will be a rant or like a I don't know what to call it, a podcast in a way, I don't know. Wait, okay, so I use they, them, please respect that. Yeah, okay. So, today's topic will be about... Actually, I have the perfect song for this. Today's topic will be about the Roblox community and something called stalking. So, you might be asking, or if you already know, but, oh my god, Love Mail, what is stalking? Stalking is a term for, well, actually I'm gonna look it up, because I know what stalking is, I just need a better, explanation. What the fuck? Okay, sorry about that. Okay, a stalker, a person who harasses or persecutes someone with unwanted and obsession attention, or a person who haunts a game stealthily. So, what does that mean? So, a stalker is somebody who repeatedly likes to watch you. And these cases happen and they need to be taken very seriously. But here's the thing. People don't like to take them seriously, especially in the online world, which is a huge problem within the Roblox community. In fact, there was a whole trend on it, which was horrible. So here's the thing. On TikTok, there was a trend where somebody would block or unfriend the other person, aka trying to take them out of their life for ever. But that person apparently cannot accept that, and they like to probably join that person in different games, different whatever, or make alternative accounts to harass, to stalk, to do whatever it can to take to get them back. Now here's the thing. There has been many examples of this trend on TikTok, and I'm gonna show you a few right now, as this is a huge problem within the Roblox community. Now, here's the thing. It does not matter if it is a trend. It does not matter if it is trending. It doesn't matter if your friend is doing it. In fact, if a family member or friend is stalking someone, you need to get them physical help and or therapy, as that is not normal behavior for anyone to follow. And here's the thing. The captions in these TikToks are just saying oh my god, it's a trend, I'm not taking this seriously, don't take this too seriously, when stalking is an actual problem. And there has been many examples of real life cases and in media. In fact, I could look up right now what is the most infamous case of stalking. In fact, the song that you're using this to is, I'm pretty sure, don't get me wrong, okay, well actually do get me wrong, because I'm not sure if this is misinfo, but please correct me in the comment section. Here's the thing. I'm pretty sure this song that has been playing, or the song that you have been using, is, like, quite literally the person singing. I think maybe it's not all the members, but whatever. I'm pretty sure that the lyrics are from their actual stalker. So wait, let me look up. Now, what is the most infamous case of stalking? There has been cases that have been led to murder in many other states and cases. It is most difficult to name the most infamous. Several celebrity stalking incidents stand out for their brutality and other words. So here are some cases that I think you should look up if you want to actually learn more about the serious cases of stalking. Now, John Lennon and Mark David Chapman, 1980, one of the most covered stalking crimes in music history. An obsessed fan, Mark Chapman stalked the ex-Beatle for months before murdering him outside of his New York City apartment building. Chapman believed that Lennon had betrayed his values and carried a copy of The Catcher in the Rye, identifying the novel's protagonists. Christina Grime and Kevin Lobo, 2016, an obsessed fan shot and killed the singer outside of a concert venue in Orlando, Florida. Lobe, who had become influenced with the Grammy after her appearance on The Voice, traveled from another city with 2 knives and a gun. Borch and Richard Lopez, 1996. Lopez, an obsessed fan with the Icelandic singer, filmed video diaries of his disturbing obsession for 3 years. Angry over her relationship with another musician, he built and mailed a letter bomb filled with sulfuric acid to London before killing himself. The package was interpreted by the police before they discovered his videos, diary, and bodies. There has been many cases of stalking, and it is serious. This one was in 2023, so that was not too long ago. See, this was actually posted by the United States Attorney Office. Muscat man sentenced to 15 years in prison for stalking his ex-wife and possessing firearms. U.S. Attorney of the Western District of the Michigan Mark Torton announced today that the Mitchell Pierce, 45, Muscat was sentenced to 180 months in British prisons after he pleaded guilty to stalking and being a felon of possession of firearms. The U.S. Court Judge Robert G. Jonker ordered that when the Pierce is released from prison, Pierce will also serve the release for 3 years. In August 2021, police guilted for assaulting his then wife and then placed a prisoner ordered for no contact with her. They divorced with no contact order was in place. Pierce began repeatedly calling, texting, messaging, FaceTiming, and emailing his ex-wife, threatening to harm and kill her and her children and her fans' family. Pierce also threatened to kill himself and sent images of firearms. On April 23rd, 2022, he sent an email that included the line, "Okay, I got my fucking body armed together and I got my arms ready." On April 30th, he sent his text said, "You're dead, bitch, and so are your kids." There has been actual physical proof of said text messages. Those are real life proof of actual stalking happening. And I am so upset that people don't take online stalking as serious as well, because people could make hundreds of email accounts, hundreds of TikTok accounts, hundreds of Instagram accounts. Hell, they could even get their friends to stalk you. So it is a very serious problem, and it should be taken seriously, as of course stalking is a crime. In fact, cyberbullying, which can also include cyber stalking, cyberstalking is illegal. It is a very easy search. Cyberstalking is illegal and it's federal and state crime. What is considered cyberstalking? Cyberstalking is the use of digital technology to harass, threaten, and track someone, marking them for fear of their safety. This includes making repeated unwanted contact, monitoring the victim's location and online activity, spreading false information or threats, hacking accounts, or using stalkerware. What is stalkerware, you may ask? Stalkerware is the surveillance of a software of a person, such as an abuser or stalker, who secretly installs another mobile device or computer to monitor their activities without their consent. It is a form of digital abuse that often occurs alongside physical and physiological abuse. So, there has been many videos, many news on stalker cases. So, cyberstalking and stalking in general should be taken very seriously. That is the end for it. I hope you enjoyed this. Reminder, always block if you need to. Do not be afraid to contact any hotlines. Hotlines are very important to society. And you might be asking, what hotlines can I contact? Well, there's basically the 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline, which can be reached by calling, texting, or chatting 899 for a mental health or substance use crisis. For sexual assault, call the Nashville Sexual Assault Hotline at 1-800-656-HOPE or text 800-656-467. And for domestic violence, call 1-800-799-SAFE or text START to 88788. The other options of the crisis hotline can be reached by texting HOME to 741-741. But if you are in actual physical danger and or others, please call the police and contact 911 as soon as possible. Thank you for watching and or listening.